Hi guys, good morning. I hope you have a lovely day. Okay, I apologize this is so late. I had a lovely morning today. I woke up to screaming locusts. Yes, screaming locusts. Screaming locusts, screaming birds, and cats that I've yet to find whatever it was that they have held captive somewhere in here. It was that morning. So, this is what I want to say, and that was all prior to me throwing the cards, so I'm not at all surprised that this is what we're getting today. You need to give yourself a minute to shut down, to sit down, to stop thinking, to really just be for a minute. I'm going to hit this reading from pretty much the same way that I hit the moon readings, the eclipse readings, because I'm not going to get into little specifics here and there. This across the board, especially with the screaming locust, because I had to look that up. I know I've heard them before, but not like this. And tons of dragonflies, tons of dragonflies. So everything was wonderful. It was just a whirlwind of, I know this all means something, and I'm not someone who can just let that stuff pass. I need to sit and I need to really see what it all means. It's just how I live my life. So anyhow, the locusts, when they are usually, in our normal state, for lack of a better way to put it, just try to stay with me through this scenario here. They are harmless grasshoppers, right? On a normal day, when they're not fear inflicted or, feeling something here. Now, what makes them get all crazy like that is there's serotonin in their brain actually switches. That's an important chemical in our, in our body that regulates, our hormones, our behaviors, our appetites, digestion, sleep, sexual desires, functions. It affects all of us, depression. And what I want to say here is we are all connected. I'm not going to get on a tyrant here, but it's like even my plants, I don't know what the hell is going on with that. After I'm done with this, I'm going to go check that out. But it's like the locusts, the dragonflies, the birds are really, really loud today. I mean, they're affecting plant life. Everything is affected by energy. Okay, so cut yourself some slack here. The devil card is saying you're giving your power away to something. Now, the irony here to this, and I feel the energy around, is when I went to move the stuff on the table to line the cards up so that they could be viewed, the sun card fell out, so I had to take it. And I think it's something you need to see here, because these are, I'm not where I want to be. I'm holding myself hostage here. I'm beating myself up over something. I'm not going to look at something. I'm guilt-ridden. I'm unworthy. I'm this. I'm that. Stop. Just stop. The devil card is showing you, like I say, that devil card is either a life lived. Look at the spelling of it. Really look at the spelling of it. We give our power away to things, right? Cupcakes, cookies, wine, cars, people, sex, food, anything. Anything out of balance to numb something that we don't want to deal with, right? A piece of candy is not a bad thing unless every time someone pisses you off, you're eating a bag of candy. You know what I mean? Things just get out of control, and things that worked, alcohol or whatever, at a certain point, it stops becoming, a numbing agent, and it starts becoming a real problem. It can be anything, guys, from A to Z, but cut yourself some slack here, okay? Because the sun is coming out. We're going through energies here that are really, really having to face demons from our past, from our childhood, things that are unconscious. We can't name them, but we know they're there. They're lurking over us like that cloud from the Addams Family, right? What the hell is this, and where is it coming from, and what does it really mean, and why do I feel like this, and why can't I get rid of it, right? The sun is coming out again, seriously. So realize that these are, like I say, with that Four of Swords, that card to me is not just a card of taking a break. It's not just a card of needing to step away from things, set down, but you absolutely need to shut down here. That's a card of transmutation. That is serotonin. That is how things chemically react in our body. It is how things change. It's our eating, our sleeping, our desires, our passions. It's our thinking patterns, the things that, are guilt patterns. Where is the hidden guilt? If you can't name it, just let it be, and really just sit and say, I don't know what it is that I'm feeling. Show me. Bring it front and center so I can freaking name it and put it somewhere, right? That's what it's saying here. That Seven of Swords really is you're deceiving yourself here. We deceive ourselves when we try to tuck shame away. We try to tuck guilt away. We try to tuck the, things that we haven't done or wanted to do, or where we sold ourselves short, or where we let someone overpower us, or where our parents overpowered us and we felt, like we couldn't do anything. We never had support. Something sticks with you here, and something is stuck here. And it's what happens is when we don't find what those things are, they're very apparent to other people. And they become the reason why people can so easily be manipulated, right? Someone knows your open spot. Once someone knows where your guilt is hidden, or your shame is hidden, or where your, where your deal breakers are and how to do that, it usually comes within somewhere where someone really has been paying attention while you haven't, right? And they know right where the sweet spot is to get what they want from you. Or vice versa, or where we sell ourselves short, right? It's a matter of really perception or reality. Are the things you tell yourself real? Listen to your intuition, right? Is your intuition telling you? Read between the lines here. Am I perceiving myself this way? Or am I perceiving something this way? Jealousy, fear, is this person doing this? Am I doing this? Is this all in my head? Is this warranted? Is it a perception? Am I casting something onto someone else because I have trust issues? Or, it's that kind of stuff. It's really reading between the lines here and looking at something. Look at the world. Look at your worldview. Look at, where your place is. Are you, where are you not happy here? Where are you not happy in your life, right? The World card is a card about completions, but more than that, it's really a card about fulfillment, freedom from fear, freedom from limiting thoughts, limiting whatever. Set yourself free here. Cut yourself some slack. Take some time out. You know what I'm saying? And just really just sit for a minute. It's a really confusing time. Energies are all over the place. But like those locusts, they can claws at this because they're so out of balance. This is when the Devil card comes in. It's like we've given our power away and we're just taking over. You know what I mean? This is where wars start, and this is where road rage starts, and this is where I'm going to say something just because I think I want to say it. It's going to make me feel better in the moment. Well, you may feel better, but, in a week from now when you do feel better, when the sun comes out, look at the carnage you've left behind you, right? So I'm bringing it back to you. I'm bringing it back to you, and then you can look at this and then disperse it in your life in any way, shape, or form that it is. But this is a daily throw that, you've got to really look at things, and you can just see the link too. Had I not gone and examined what the locusts were, I would have just said, they're just some destructive, whatever, and paid them no mind. But when you really stop and you listen to your intuition and you really look at, okay, the birds, the dragonflies, and the locusts, and something with the flowers, right? You've got to stop and pay attention to what's going around in your immediate surroundings. What's really going on here? Am I just perceiving this to be, whatever, a crazy morning, I'll get an extra cup of coffee and I'll go on my way? Or am I going to really stop and look at how am I perceiving this? You know what I mean? I really need to maybe look into this. And I followed my intuition and I did. And everything is linked always. So cut yourself some slack. Look at your life. Look at the stories that you're telling yourself. Look at the things where you've got some hidden demons here and really just address them. There's no shame in pulling stuff out of the corner. There really isn't. Everybody's got a crap bag. I will assure you of that. And if they don't, they're made of wood. It just is what it is. So cut yourself some slack. These are tough times. We're feeling emotions that we've not felt before. Do something in the moment that makes you happy. But I would really suggest a drop spot to really look at this and let it go. And if you've got another person in your surroundings that's involved in this, really take a minute, like I say, to yourself and really look at things. Because the Sun card is about honesty. It's about truth. It's about things coming to light. This is with you, though. I'm doing it a solo. We're doing, we're looking at ourselves here and where we're kind of dampening that sun from coming out, right? So there you go. There's an overordering or underindulgence here somewhere that's throwing a severe reaction to you and how you're viewing things, how you're, it's just a day where you want to take a few deep breaths and not deal with anything real significant. Okay, so that Seven of Swords to me in here for you is that you've got to put those down. Seven is the most, that card right there is the most high, low arcana, right? Because it's a spiritual card. It sets you free. Seven is about taking the spiritual high road. It's about doing something different, taking the higher road, right? Sevens will set you free after a locust fest outside. So cut yourself some slack. Look at the world in a different way. It is a beautiful spot. So there you go. Okay, I want to throw something out too. Okay, we get caught up in the, I should be doing this. I should be doing this big major thing here. The Earth has no more preference than any other planet. Meaning there's no more significance to the Earth than any other planet. So if you, when you look at things in that perspective, you know what I mean? The universe is not really concerned with what you are deeming as so urgently important. It's doing its thing. All the planets are doing its thing. The Earth is not any more, substantial than any of the other planets. So when you look at things like that, it kicks things down a notch and you can breathe and realize that not all this pressure needs to be on me. You know what I mean? It doesn't. So try to look at something like that. Okay, there you go. I hope you have a wonderful day.